Hey, Vinyl community, welcome back. This is Hubtunes. I am Mike. We got Vinyl Finds, July 2024. Got about 8 albums, so let's dig in. uh, Sorry. I wanted to give a shout out. One of my viewers suggested this book to me. I am just about finished with it. It is a long book. What am I on? It is a long book. It's about 500 pages. It is called Route 19 Revisited: The Clash and London Calling. If you guys know me, you know London Calling is one of my favorite albums of all time. This is a terrific book. I forget who suggested it. It was in the comments. Really great book about the Clash. Some awesome photos, and yeah, I can't recommend this enough. This was terrific. So thank you. Yeah, let's just get right through it. I got a little stack here. It's not too big. Some good stuff. Some interesting stuff. I got a couple of records at a concert at a merch table, which I'll tell you about. First of all, I got this. I pulled the trigger on. I almost skipped the John Lennon Mind Games, what is it called? The Ultimate Mix, the Remix, the demo outtakes and stuff like that. I just got the 2-record set. This is not one of my favorite John Lennon records. In fact, it's one of my least favorite. But John was my favorite Beatle. I just adore John Lennon. So I wanted to hear it. It's good. It's you know, the remix is really good. This album never really sounded great to begin with. I prefer the first 2 records. I think they're just raw and emotional and just brilliant records. Plastic Ono Band and Imagine. And then this is kind of like, it's slick, it's overproduced a little bit. But the remix sounds good. Some of the songs I actually like a lot of the songs now. It's still not one of his best records though. When I first heard it, I was like, "Oh, this sounds great. This sounds so much better." But you know, the more I listen to it, I kind of go back to this is really not one of my favorite Lennon records. So I did pick it up. I'm a kind of a completist with Lennon, so definitely worth the money. Good to have in the collection. I have the other ones that they did, so got it. This is an album. I don't buy a lot of live albums anymore. I have all the classic live albums of, from the 70s and stuff, but I don't buy any current live albums. But I bought this. This is Bill Callahan, what is it? Resuscitate. Bill Callahan from the band Smog was kind of his moniker. It was kind of a revolving group of musicians. He's also been doing great solo records for the last 20 years. A very prolific singer-songwriter. His vocals are not for everybody. He's very deep. His vocal styling is very repetitive. Definitely stream him before you run out and buy any of his records. I prefer the Smog stuff over his solo stuff. It's a little more upbeat. It's a little more electric. His solo stuff can be kind of sparse, which I do dig. His record from last year, Reality, is probably my favorite. I think it was my number 1 or number 2 record from last year. So this is a live record, and the reason I got it is it was recorded at Thalia Hall here in Chicago, where I saw that show. So this is the show that I saw. Jim White on drums, who is a wonderful, wonderful drummer. Bill Callahan on guitar and vocals, Dustin Lorezi on tenor sax, and Mike Kinsey on guitar. And yeah, this is a absolutely wonderful, wonderful live record. It brought back a lot of memories because that was one of my favorite concerts of the year last year. It was such a good time. So yeah, this was recorded March 6, 2023 at Thalia Hall in Chicago. So I picked this up. This was just something I saw at my local. This is a promo copy of Tom Verlaine's album Cover. This is a great record. I didn't realize how good this was. I really dig this. 5 Miles of You is opener. It is a wonderful song. Traveling. Lindy Lou is a great song. It's got that 80s vibe. This is 1984. Tom Verlaine, lead singer from Television. His second or third solo record, I believe. I'm not sure on that. But a cool record, but like I said, 80s production, 80s sound, but really good stuff. I really dig this. I had heard it before, but I forgot how good it was, and I got a steal on it. Absolute steal. I think it was like $3 or something. This is a new record from International Anthem, one of my favorite record labels. You hear me talk about them all the time. I like a lot of what they do. They do jazz releases, they do ambient, they do world music, they do not spoken word, but like world poetry. Kind of like beat stuff. It's really a cool label. They're out of Chicago, and this is called SML, Small Medium Large. And it is Anna Boutros on electric bass, who I've seen live once. She is absolutely terrific. Jeremiah Chu on synthesizers. They've made a couple of records together. International Anthem is kind of one of these labels that, like Blue Note back in the day, where people who are signed to them, they all play on each other's records. And I just love that vibe. I really dig that. And then we got a guy named Josh Johnson on saxophone. Booker Stardrum on drums, and Greg Ullman on guitar and effects. This is a electronic jazz record. It is really, really good. You can stream it. I'm really digging this. I just think this is absolutely terrific. It is on a cool, kind of a burnt orange vinyl. Excellent record. I just dropped it. Definitely recommend this if you're into like electronic jazz and stuff. Really, really cool. Meditative. Excellent stuff. This is not a jazz record. They'd probably get put into the soul jazz category. But this is Parlor Greens, the new album on Coal Mine Records from Jimmy James, who was the guitarist from the Delvon Lamar Trio. I love the Delvon Lamar organ trio. I think they're absolutely fantastic. I love their first couple of records the most. Their live one from KXMP, the live one that they did, the first live one, not the one from, not the later one that came out for Record Store Day. The first live one is great. Soul jazz, organ based, cool stuff. Jimmy James was on those early records. He left the band a couple of years ago now. And man, he was a powerhouse. He was funny. He's a character. The two of them together, Delvon Lamar and him together, were just hilarious on stage, banter back and forth. Two big characters. So yeah, it didn't last long. I don't know how long he was in the band, but maybe like three records, maybe four. But this is his new solo band. It's called Parlor Greens. The band in Green We Dream. Tim Carman, Jimmy James, and Adam Scone. The drummer is it Adam Scone? No, the drummer is Tim Carman. He is in a band called GA20 out of Boston. They are also on Coal Mine Records. I saw them once live. They opened for somebody I was seeing. They opened for oh damn, who did they open for? I can't remember, but it was a great show. I had never heard of them. They're a blues band from Boston, and he's a terrific drummer. And this is a really good album, really good. Just it's not changing the world. It's soul jazz. It's organ based. It's very similar to Delvon Lamar. He is a wonderful guitarist, Jimmy James from Parlor Greens. I picked this up. I like these guys a lot. I have one of their other records, and this one was getting such great reviews. It's on Easy Eye Sound, and this is Hermanos Gutierrez. And this is just beautiful guitar, man. Latin-based guitar. It's really pretty. I was just playing it last night, actually. And it's produced by Dan Auerbach from the Black Keys. Excellent record. If you like solo Latin guitar music, pick this up. This is a really good record. Excellent, excellent stuff. It is on a cool blue vinyl. And yeah, highly recommend this, guys. This is a sleeper of the year. Beautiful record. So I went to see this. A friend of mine called me up and said, "Hey, are you going to see Wand tonight? The band Wand." And I said no. It was a Wednesday, and I vaguely remembered Wand and their first album. I think I had it on CD, or maybe I streamed it or something. But I wasn't super familiar with them, and I didn't know they were still around, and I definitely hadn't continued to follow them. And he said, "It's $18. It's at Thalia Hall. Get your ass down here. I'll meet you. We'll have a couple of drinks and see this band." And then he told me the concert was in the Round. And I've seen a couple of shows there in the Round, and they're great. I mean, the band is maybe 2 feet off the floor, and it's just, you're in the Round, in the middle of the floor. And the shows that I've seen there that have been in the Round have been terrific. So that kind of put me over the edge. And I went. And it wasn't a huge crowd, a couple hundred people. And wow, I was absolutely blown away by this band. They were so tight. They were so good. It's not the original lineup. They're a trio now. I don't think they've always been a trio. Really, really good. I had to get out of there by like 10:30 because I had to work. I have to be up at 5 a.m, so I had to boogie out of there. I missed probably like the last 2 or 3 songs. I wanted to stay so bad. They were excellent band. And so I picked up at their merch table. I picked up their latest release. It had not been. It came out last week, and I saw the show a couple of weeks ago. So I just grabbed it at the merch table. There's actually 4 guys in this band, but they only had 3 on stage. But this is Wand. It's called Vertigo, and it's really good. It's got a kind of a Radiohead vibe to it. Right when I put it on, I felt like this Radiohead vibe. And a couple other people I know, Nick Rudeau actually said on Facebook he bought this record, and he's like, "Wow, sounds like Radiohead without the Thom Yorke vocals." Really cool record. I love the song "Smile" that opens side 2. It's a nice 6-minute song. The whole first side is excellent too. Hangman, Curtain Call, and Mistletoe. Excellent 3 songs right in a row to open this thing up. This is a good record. I really, really enjoy it. And it was a steal at their merch table. So I got that for a really good deal. And then while I was there, I was like, you know what, maybe I'll pick up. I streamed this one before the show. And so I picked this one up too. And this is the album that came out previous to that. And it's called Laughing Matter. And it's really nicely packaged. There's a great photo of them on the inside there. And it's terrifically packaged. It sounds really, really good. This is a really good record. This is probably my favorite. Since the concert, I've been streaming a lot of their stuff. And some of it's hit or miss for me. This one's definitely a hit. I really dig this record. And there's a lot of different... This is a bigger group. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, there's 5 people in the band in this one. But this is definitely my favorite of their stuff. Their first album, I dig a lot, but this one's definitely the best. And then the lead singer has some solo records. His name is Corey Hansen. Is the lead singer, and he has a bunch of solo records. A couple of them. There's one called Western Come that is excellent. And I went to buy it. I tried to order it online, and it was like $55 without shipping. And it's a double album, and I was kind of like, I don't know. So I haven't pulled the trigger on that, but I really like that record. It's more jammy. It's a little more country folky. Excellent record. I really should just pull the trigger and buy it. And then this is probably one of my favorite finds of the entire month of July. This is a great record. This is Junior Parker, Love Ain't Nothing But a Business Going On. And look at this album cover. Fuck yeah. This is a R&B soul masterpiece. This is an awesome record. And it's got 2 Beatles covers. He does a Beatles cover. Look at the back too. Fuck yeah. he does a Beatles cover. He does a cover of Taxman that is absolutely sublime. It is great. It is one of the best Beatles covers I've ever heard. And I'm not a big fan of usually people doing Beatles covers. Not at all. Yeah, like Phil Collins doing Tomorrow Never Knows. Ooh. But this Taxman is great. It is slick. It's groovy. It's got a vibe to it. It is so freaking cool. The whole album is absolutely wonderful. He also does he also does Lady Madonna and Tomorrow Never Knows. Not as good as the Taxman. The Lady Madonna is pretty good. The Tomorrow Never Knows, I could pass on it. Actually, I could pass on both of them. But the Taxman is absolutely wonderful. Stream it. You'll love it. This whole record is great. It opens with the title track is awesome. The next song, Outside Man, is excellent. Then Taxman, and then the song, it's a Buddy Johnson song that opens the second side. It's called I Wonder Where Our Love Has Gone. That is really good too. There's a lot of covers on here. Actually, it's mostly covers, I think. Or he wrote a couple of the songs. But yeah, this is great, man. If you see this in your record store, just grab it. I think I paid $25 maybe. It's on Groove Merchant Records. $26. Highly recommend this record. Awesome stuff. So that's it. July 2024. We are now into August. Summer is winding down soon. Not much going on. I got a couple of concerts. I'm going to see Indigo Girls and Melissa Etheridge on Sunday night. So that'll be fun. I went to see Courtney Barnett and Bob Mould last week. I think I might do a video on that. I haven't really thought about it, but I need to get it. I need to make some videos. I need to get some ideas and stuff. I'm getting kind of stale. But yeah, I saw Courtney Barnett and Bob Mould. Bob Mould opened for her. They were great. Great double bill. It was a beautiful evening. So I might do a video on that because I love talking about Courtney Barnett. I think she's absolutely terrific. So you guys have a great night. Stay well, stay safe. Questions, comments, snide remarks down below. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.